So let's talk about resources for embroidery work. My favorite books, this one has been around for a long time. This was my mother's book. My grandmother had one. It's pretty big. It's a pretty solid book. But there is something for everyone in here. It's a little bit dated, but it has a great menu of stitches and really clear visuals and written directions. I know this doesn't work for everybody to have a drawing of what to do, but this has been helpful to me. Another book that I love and is getting abused and used is The Geometry of Hand Sewing by Natalie Chanin. This book is just gorgeous and also has very clear instructions about what makes up stitches and details about different types of tools that are used that you maybe would not have thought to even ask a question about. It's very in-depth and very thorough. And in the back there is a grid, so you could use this. These pop out, they're perforated, and you can use your marking pen to mark your fabric with these dots, and you'll have a grid for the stitching techniques that are covered in this book. So this is an excellent book. I would say that stitches are divided into two main groups for me. When it comes to embroidery and coming up with like a really basic language for stitching, to me it's really akin to drawing, and I like to think of it as outlines and shapes, or ways to fill the shapes. So in the Geometry of Hand Sewing book, that is pretty similar to how it's divided. There are outlines and there are filler stitches. So stitches that you can use for outlines would include a running stitch, a back stitch, and there are many variations on both of those. Some chain stitches can also be used as outlines. This is a type of chain stitch, so in this vein you could use it as a filler, meaning that it could occupy a space. It could fill up a section of something.